hear your voice in every silence, and it hurts more than I can bear. But even in this pain, even in this emptiness, I have to keep moving for you, for everyone who still needs me. I just wish you were here. What is this? It's crawling over me.
Peter, I don't know how you ended up like this, but you're not facing it alone.
After years of silence, the web-slinger who once defined an era of heroism returns, older, wiser, and haunted. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 marks the long-awaited comeback of Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, a story that dives deeper into pain, redemption, and the unshakable burden of power. Directed by Mark Webb and produced by Kevin Feige in collaboration with Sony Pictures, this new chapter promises to give fans the closure they've begged for, while opening the door to a darker, more emotional side of Spider-Man that has never been seen before. Set years after the heartbreaking events of The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Peter Parker lives a life in quiet isolation. The city he once swore to protect has moved on, and the people who once cheered his name now only whisper his memory. Haunted by Gwen Stacy's tragic death, Peter has hung up his mask, believing that every life he touches eventually ends in pain. New York has fallen under the shadow of corruption, crime, and fear. But destiny has a way of pulling heroes back into the light. The story begins with an ominous tone. Strange disappearances plague the city. Entire labs and tech facilities are being raided by an unknown force, leaving behind a mysterious signature, black tendrils that look alive. As Peter watches from the sidelines, guilt gnaws at him. The world needs Spider-Man again, but he isn't sure if he can bear the weight of that mask. It's not until he crosses paths with Felicia Hardy, better known as Black Cat, that he realizes the city's newest threat is far deadlier than anything he's faced before. Together, they uncover a sinister project hidden deep within Oscorp, a biological weapon codenamed Project Symbiote. What follows is a breathtaking journey of rebirth. As Peter investigates, he's drawn to the strange alien matter that seems to respond to his DNA. The symbiote, a living organism from beyond Earth, bonds with him, amplifying his powers to terrifying new levels. His strength, speed, and senses evolve beyond human limits. But so does his rage. The once hopeful, quippy Spider-Man begins to change. His suit turns darker, his tone colder, and his justice, merciless. The line between hero and monster begins to blur. The emotional heart of the film lies in Peter's inner battle. As the symbiote feeds on his pain and anger, the ghost of Gwen haunts him, appearing in flashes of memory, reminding him of who he once was. Felicia, drawn to his vulnerability yet fearful of his darkness, tries to bring him back before he loses himself completely. Meanwhile, the city trembles under the rise of a new villain, the Hunter, none other than Kraven, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Hired by Oscorp to capture Spider-Man, Kraven becomes both predator and philosopher, a man obsessed with hunting what he believes to be the ultimate prey. As Kraven and Spider-Man collide, the battles are brutal, personal, and poetic. Every fight scene reflects Peter's moral struggle, his punches heavier, his fury uncontrolled. The action choreography in The Amazing Spider-Man 3 is said to be among the most intense in the series, with practical stunts mixed with high-speed CGI sequences. From rain-soaked rooftop duels to a heart-pounding chase through Times Square, every frame captures the raw emotion of a hero torn between vengeance and virtue. Midway through the film, a shocking twist unfolds: Norman Osborn is alive. But not the man Peter once knew. His consciousness has been merged with alien DNA through Oscorp's experiments. He is not just the Green Goblin anymore. He is something beyond human, something monstrous. The symbiote that bonded with Peter was originally meant for Osborn, and now, he wants it back, no matter the cost. The film's tension skyrockets as Spider-Man faces both his greatest enemy and himself. In one of the movie's most powerful moments, Peter tears off the symbiote suit, screaming in agony as church bells toll above him. The sound waves weaken the alien's grip, symbolizing the shattering of his guilt. Stripped down, battered, but free, Peter rediscovers his true self, not as a perfect hero, but as a man who refuses to give up. He puts the classic red and blue suit back on, not out of pride, but purpose. "I can't save everyone," he whispers, "but I can still try." The final act is an emotional roller coaster, a massive showdown between Spider-Man, Kraven, and the mutated Osborn on the top of Oscorp Tower. As lightning cracks the sky, Peter gives everything he has to protect the city one last time. The fight is fierce and tragic. Osborn mocks him, saying, "You can't outrun your curse, Parker." Peter replies with quiet resolve, "Maybe not. But I can choose what I become." In the end, Osborn falls, Craven vanishes into the shadows, and New York stands safe, at least for now. The film closes with Peter visiting Gwen's grave, leaving behind a white spider lily, a symbol of remembrance and rebirth. As he walks away, the city skyline glows in reflection, and the faint sound of police sirens calls in the distance. For the first time in years, he doesn't run from it. He swings into the night, reborn as Spider-Man, not out of guilt, but out of hope. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 is more than a comeback. It's a redemption story, raw, emotional, and deeply human. A film about forgiving yourself, about finding light after loss, and about the unbreakable courage it takes to keep fighting when the world stops believing in you. With Andrew Garfield returning to his most beloved role, this movie promises to deliver everything fans have dreamed of: heart, heartbreak, and heroism. The Amazing Spider-Man 3, The Legend swings back in 2026.